putting this album together, somebody had asked me why I was doing it this way, with just piano and vocal. And I had heard somewhere, I'm not sure who said this, but I think it's true, that if you can't take a song off of an album that's been fully orchestrated, and you can't break it down and make it sound good with just piano and vocal, well, then it's not that worthy of a song to begin with. And out of all my material, I could only find 9 songs that would do that. So, no. These keyboards, they're wonderful things, but honestly, I would trade any keyboard any day of the week for a nice piano. And this album is just a collection of songs that I truly enjoy playing on the piano. Especially this first one, called Make Me Lonely for You. God of mine, hear my cry. I have only eyes for you, but I have seen the face that leads me far from grace, and just every truth I know. So make me lonely for you. Make me lonely for you. There's no disguise. It's the ancient crime, and the road that leads nowhere. Now I have let the face seduce me into places I vowed I'd never go. So make me lonely for you. Make me lonely for you. Make me lonely for you, yeah. Now make me lonely for you. Now I have learned there's light behind the rain, yeah, that only you can fill these nights and help to ease such pain. So make me lonely for you. Just make me lonely for you. Now make me lonely, 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 lonely for you. Make me lonely for you, yeah. Just make me so lonely for. For you. I'm always getting letters from people whose loved ones haven't got a clue about who Jesus Christ is. And it frustrates me to know that, I can't sit down and write these people a letter and all of a sudden convince them that there is a God and that he actually cares about them and loves them. I mean, it's going to come from somebody they already know, someone they can trust, and somebody they already have a relationship with. I think I wrote this song more out of frustration than anything else, that somehow these people might find the Lord through their spouse or through their kids. I still think the best line in this song is, I hope you find it in your children's eyes, the love unconditional called Christ. Muddy water, that's how the race was run, and upon your shoulders the weight of all you've done. Now broken pieces of once upon a dream, the realization that nothing's what it seems. And too many times your searches end before they ever start. And so many times I've called your name and prayed this from my heart. I hope you find it in your darkest hours, yeah. I hope you find it in your best laid plans. I hope you find it in your children's eyes, the love unconditional called Christ. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now mirrored faces and thoughts of might have been, you reap the harvest of what you planted then. And shattered memories and pain from page to page, the endless yearning for someone to break the chains. Now how can I pray a deeper prayer than the one I pray for you? And calling your name before my Lord, I pray this song for you. I hope you find it in your darkest hours, yeah. I hope you find it in your best laid plans. I hope you find it in your children's eyes, the love unconditional. Now how can I pray a deeper prayer, just hoping that you might finally find the one you need? I pray this song tonight. I hope you find it in your darkest hours, yeah. I hope you find it in your best laid plans. I hope you find it in your children's and your baby's eyes, the love unconditional called Christ. I hope you find it in your children's eyes when your baby cries. I hope you find it in your best laid plans in your children's hands. I hope you find it in your darkest hour when you have no power. I hope you find it. I hope You know, I take a look around me sometimes, and it never ceases to amaze me at how much things change. I mean, relationships change, people change, goals change, everything is always changing. I mean, that's just life. It's reassuring to me to know that in the midst of all of this change, there's one thing that stays the same. Same today as he was yesterday. And thank goodness, he'll be there for me even tomorrow. And Father, hear my cry. It's me again inside this lonely boy. I thought you were the right one, but now she draws the line and waits for me to decide to stay or go. Now will she be the right one? Now how am I supposed to know the tears she cries are worth the fighting for? And should I stay or should I go? I read the book, it doesn't tell me so. So here I go. Give me one honest tear, one honest tear. Look into my blinded eyes, tell me you're not satisfied. One honest tear, just show me one honest tear, and I will slowly turn away. We will meet another day. I thought you were the right one. I thought you were the right one. And Father, take my hand and give me strength to stand these lonely nights. I thought you were the right one, 'cause now she makes her stand and looks to me to judge it wrong or right. Now will she be the right one? Well, how am I supposed to know? The years we spent were time and nothing more. And should I stay or should I go? I read your book, but it doesn't tell me so. So here I go. Just give me one honest tear, just one honest tear. Look into my blinded eyes, tell me you're not satisfied. One honest tear, just show me one honest tear, yeah, and I will slowly turn away. We will meet another day. I will slowly turn away. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I will slowly turn away. At least the Father stays the same. Yeah. At least our Father, he stays the same. Oh, oh. forget. I will not forget. I will not forget what you've done. No, I will not forget. I will not forget. I will not forget what you've done for me. And so deep, so wide is your love. So I just pray that I will not forget. That I will not forget. I will not forget what you've done. No, I will not forget. And I will not forget. I will not forget what you've done for me. I've tried to explain this song a lot of different ways, and I think the best way I've come up with so far is to say that this song is a story, and maybe it's your story. Holding hands in the park, a Sunday afternoon. Mommy's arm around me, and Dad beside me too. I smile when they hold me, but something's not the same. They say their love is over. It's time to make a change. So Mommy cries, and Daddy takes a drive, while I try to hide the tears. And in his eyes I find, though he won't say out loud for years now, a dying flame, and she's to blame. She's to blame. Looking down, they begin to teach their laws of change, that nothing lasts forever and nothing stays the same. I try my best to understand just how a love can die, and how they say they'll always love me when always is a lie. So Mommy cries, and Daddy takes a drive, while I try to hide the tears. And in her eyes I find, though she won't say out loud for years now, a dying flame, and he's to blame. And he's to blame. In my room, some things never change. They've always said with practice I'd make it big someday. So pounding out my pieces, they've always made me play. But now I think it helps me. I play the pain away. So mommy cries, and daddy takes his drive, while I try to hide these tears. And in their eyes I find, though they won't say out loud, for years now, a dying flame. And I'm to blame. I'm to blame. Who's to blame? I never end this song without adding this simple reminder that Jesus loves me, this I know, and for the Bible tells me so. And little ones to Him belong. Now they are weak, but He is strong. And yes, Jesus loves me. And yes, Jesus, He loves me. And yes, Jesus loves me, for the Bible, it tells me so. You know, it's not always easy being a Christian. I mean, life is hard enough. And then when you're called to live by a higher standard, it can really get tough. But you know something? The Lord is so faithful. When I feel like I'm so deep into my own circumstances, it's like He'll show me a glimpse of the big picture. When I feel like I'm stuck between the world and my own will, He shows me a better path. When I feel I can't possibly take another step up that mountain, He lifts me above it all and faithfully reminds me that with Him, it's just not so high. I chose the road that I must climb. I took the vow and I crossed the sacred line. But deep within this heart, I often find the burning want to leave this world behind. The shades are often placed before the eyes of the faithful, while vision often given to the blind. and upon your word I'm a rock among the sand. I'm reaching out to you with open hands, with open hands. I long to know the vastness of your plan. Now shadows often race against the minds of the faithful, while light is often given to the blind. And though I never face a day without your loving grace, this tired body, it often wonders why. How much longer? How much further? How much higher is the climb? Rain above me, fire below me. Father, please stay by my side and tell me it's just a matter of time. Now it's a matter of knowing you're here, and someday just say that it won't be long. Now this mountain won't seem so higher than the mountains across the raging seas. Ain't nothing but his love will I find. As long as you are near me, well, I know that I can climb, and never will I need to wonder why. How much longer? How much further? How much higher is the climb? Now rain above me, fire below me. Now Father, hear your children cry, and tell me it's just a matter of time. Now it's a matter of knowing you're here. Whoa, yes, and that someday just say that it won't be long. Now this mountain won't seem so high. It's not so high. It's not so high. Not so high. This song is a dream I have of a prodigal friend of mine. And I guess in reality, it's also about a prodigal Steve Duff. I mean, do you ever deliberately do the wrong thing? I mean, you have a choice between what's right and what's wrong, and you take what's wrong? Come on, am I the only one? Of course, I realize later how wrong I've been. And I realize I've got to get back to where I started from. And you know something? Just like that dad who ran out to meet his prodigal son while he was still a ways off, our Father, He waits for us to come right back to His arms, right back where we all belong. Take His hand, you walk the sands, and He is there to greet you. He smiles at you, you smile too. and you have learned the truth. You know his name, and he explains that he's been waiting for you. And in the end, it's you and him, and you are finally home. You cannot pretend that home is far away, that nothing said or nothing done will ever be the same. Because tonight you cry, but with God's help you might just find the road that leads you back to him, and you will never leave again. So tonight again I pray that it's not just in my dreams. You take his hand, you walk the sands, and he is there to greet you. He smiles at you, you smile too, and you have learned the truth. You know his name, and he explains that he's been waiting for you. And in the end, it's you and him, you are finally home. I cannot pretend to share with what you've learned, your deepest fears that nothing saves, the bridges that you burned. So tonight we will cry, and yet I hate the reason why. Because the bridge you thought you burned, it still awaits for your return. So tonight again I pray that it's not just in my dreams. Again I pray it's not just in my dreams. Take his hand, he walk the sands, and he is there to greet you. He smiles at you, you smile too, and you have learned the truth, yeah. 'Cause you know his name, and he explains that he's been waiting for you. And in the end, it's you and him, and you are finally home. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've always enjoyed playing this song. I don't know why. I mean, the song itself, it causes me to examine my own heart and my own motives. You know, it's so hard to be honest with yourself sometimes. Questions like, why am I doing this? Who does it benefit? And the toughest question, is this from God? These are hard questions, but I think that they're ones that need to be asked. It's been a long time coming, but I've got to make this change. And though I truly love you, I can lie to ease the pain. I wanted you to always love me. You wanted it to work out right. But now that you're pushing the passion, I question what's right. Is it love that keeps us here? Is it love that leads us on? Is it love that keeps you pushing for something that is wrong? Is strong. It's been a long, cold summer, and I'm not sure you understand. But what we took for houses were only castles in the sand. You wanted me to always love you, and I wanted it to work out right. But tonight we face the decision of doing what's right. Is it love that keeps us here? Is it love that leads us on? Is it love that keeps you pushing for something that is wrong? Is it love that keeps you wanting? Is it the pressure of it all that keeps us both from waiting for a love grown strong? Somehow we must have wandered from his path, 'cause 3 years on and I finally found the strength in me to ask. So tell me, is it love that keeps us here? Is it love that leads us on? Is it love that keeps you pushing for something that is wrong? Is it love that keeps you wanting? Is it the pressure of it all? It keeps us both from waiting for a love grown strong. Oh, no, no. Oh, oh, oh. Is it love? You brought me to this mountain at least 1,000 times, and holy is the one who brings me here. But now I hear you calling, and I'm afraid of what I'll find. So show me where to go and what to do, my God. 'Cause I don't wanna leave without your presence, and I don't wanna face another day without your strength. I offer up my praise this side of heaven, 'cause I don't wanna leave this place without your presence. Will and spirit, you know my body's weak. You know me when my strength begins to fade. So may I seek you boldly today and every day, 'cause I don't without your presence.